Thank you for pushing that button, and thank you for allowing me to come into the comfort and privacy of your own home with some really valuable information. So please take a break right now, put everything away, maybe silence your phone, because I'm going to empower you with the knowledge and information of what you are in control over. My name is Dr. Lynn Migdal, and I've been a doctor of chiropractic, a natural neurologist, and a holistic flow teacher, coach, and trainer for over 35 years. My presentation is being brought to you as a gift from First Service Residential, and I hope that you can open your ears, open your mind and your heart, and let this information in. I know that right now many of you are extremely stressed. Many of you right now don't know what to do with your stress. So we have classes on this site on mindfulness, on fitness, stress reduction, and wellness. And I'm going to put it all together and talk a little bit about all of those things for you. The most important thing for you to be mindful of is honoring your nervous system and yourself. The nervous system is very reactive to the thoughts that you're thinking, the emotions that you're holding on right now, and to the postures that you keep, whether they're open, flowing, healthy, happy postures where you feel good, or are you contracting from emotions or on technology all day long because you've been forced to work at home and you didn't set your ergonomics up and you're working in poor posture. So we're going to work on some tips chemically, emotionally, and physically that help the nervous system, because the nervous system is in charge. It's totally in charge of every cell, every organ, and every system. So if you want to get healthy and increase your levels of wellness, look to your nervous system. Say to yourself, what am I doing to my nervous system? How can I help my nervous system? And if you want to increase your levels of wellness and health, this class is for you. So pay attention, because I speak very quickly and I have a lot of information to get out in a short time. But this is simple. You see, chiropractors are such simple folk that we're missed and forgotten. We hold your anatomy and your nervous system as the highest, most important thing for you to be mindful of. So let's talk about the nervous system. No one had to come in your home and force you to understand that if you hit your head, it might affect the brain. So you know that the bones of the skull are very important, but you might not have ever thought about the rest of the spinal cord and the spinal nerves. And today we're even going to mention about your cranial nerves, the direct nerves from your brain. See, the nervous system controls every single organ and cell in your body, which includes your immune system. So, have you been worried about your immune system lately? This is being taped during the coronavirus, and you are sequestered in your house. That's why I'm coming into your living room, and I'm very, very thankful to give this information to you privately in the comfort of your home. And you can click me off if you get bored. You can click me back on if you want to take a break, and you can totally be comfortable during this presentation. Your nervous system controls your immune system, all the organs, and all the cells. So the state of being of your nervous system, how healthy it is, how strong it is, how happy is your nerve flow, has to do with how healthy you're going to be. Chiropractors are doctors of the nervous system, and we work through the spinal column to free up the nervous system, but we don't have crazy glue. So the mindfulness that I'm teaching you today is what we teach to our patients, because of not having crazy glue. When we assist the flow of your nervous system, you have to keep those bones and that nervous system happy. So you need some information of how you can control your own nerve flow and how could you make it better. Been thinking about your throat lately, or fear of a ventilator? sick and dying in a hospital, let's not wait to that point to get conscious about this area or this area of your body, because your lungs and your spine, your posture and your breath and nerve flow totally control your states of wellness and your states of fitness. Yeah, you can go pump iron, you can learn some exercises, and that's physical fitness, which is very important. But if you're doing it in poor postures, like lifting heavy things and you're contracting, you're building up your front muscles and not helping your spine, which takes care of most of your nervous system. So we're going to mention about posture tips for health, especially on technology. The foods that you eat, whether you digest the most delicious, most expensive, germ-free food, depends on how your mind is, how your posture is. So how you digest, ooh, rented lips. I was paralyzed from a vaccine and I sometimes misspeak words, so bear with me. I didn't have a stroke. How you digest life is how you digest your food. So if you have negative thoughts before, during, or after eating, you're not going to digest your food. If you have wonderful, positive thoughts before, during, and after eating and go into some gratitude, you will digest your food. So many people who have a higher state of consciousness and might eat what other people call as junk food might be healthier and happier than those who are stressed out about what they eat, stressed out in life, and buying very expensive, clear food with no toxins. Please don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to eat toxic foods, but toxic thoughts and eating can make your foods become toxic and you won't digest your foods. So what I'm speaking of right now is what you're in charge of. That's right. There's so much we're not in charge of, but you have to take charge of your stress levels if you want to be healthy and happy, and you push that button. So for some reason, you wanted to become more mindful than you were before you push that button. Congratulations, because you are it. There is no one else on the planet that can make these changes but you. No one can stop the thoughts through your head but you. No one can fix your posture, remind you to not have your head down all day, your shoulders forward on your laptop without taking some healthy breaks. These things you are in control over. So we're going to go over these, and you're getting a class that is usually done live, and I'm very thankful to the internet. I'm trying to become techno savvy, but excuse me if the lighting is not right, excuse me if technology goes off, because this is all new to me. So I'm moving through what has been a 35-year-old practice of teaching people and hands-on to, I need to give you the information so you could be your own chiropractor. I need to give you the information so if you do go to the chiropractor, you will hold the adjustment, because what you think, what you do, and what you feel is getting reacted in the nervous system. If you could become more mindful of your nervous system, your levels of wellness and health and fitness will increase. Holistic fitness is when you're just totally concentrated on all of you, every part, not leaving out your spine, not leaving out your lungs, and let's not leave out this throat that you're so concerned about right now. Would you like to learn some things to do to help yourself and prevent whatever you can? And it's not just to wear a mask, and it's not just to stay away. What you can do for yourself to strengthen your nervous system, which will strengthen all the organs and cells, including your immune system. I got you right now because you're worried that you're going to get corona in your throat. You're worried that you're going to be put on a ventilator and not be able to breathe. This class is about honoring right now, doing some prevention, increasing wellness so that you could be strong enough to survive one of the most stressful times on our planet right now. Let's break this down. Let's go for the physical first. So the physical posture is important to the nervous system so that the nerves can flow and the brain can communicate with the cells, organs, and all the other systems. Not leaving out the immune system. Nervous system controls all. When you are slouched and contracted, you can't take a full breath because the lungs end here. When the shoulders are forward and down, you can't fully breathe. So don't wait for a respirator or a ventilator or, an antihistamine to try to breathe. Right now, let's be proactive and mindful of how to get healthy and fit by just following a couple of stress solutions that you're hearing right now. That's right. Your posture you're in control over, and your breath posture. How much space do you have for your rib cage to contract and open, your lungs and rib cage to contract and open, and how much work is it for your diaphragm to push your colon out of the way to make room for all of this breath that needs to come through. Trust me, put your head always down, get your shoulders forward, and try to take a breath. That might be you over a laptop or you looking at your phone. Doesn't feel good, does it, when you concentrate and try to get the air up here? So posture is very important because your nerves have to flow and your oxygen has to flow. No one had to convince you that the head needs oxygen. All the cells are nourished by oxygen. That's why breathing is such a healthy, mindful tip, to be conscious of your breath connection and your breath posture. Your breath posture is happy and healthy and thriving when your shoulders are back and down and your neck is in alignment with your shoulders. Right now I'm showing you my most widest, fullest, tallest, longest breath posture. The best thing about this is that it immediately puts my neck back in place. That's housing very important nerves for the whole body. So if you just work on consciousness about your breath and allowing the lungs to fill up all the ways here, that's where they end at the clavicle, and you choose a posture, then you realize that this thing is not heavy and it's very easy to breathe with it. Okay? Go get your cell phone right now, unless you're watching me on your phone, and hopefully you have it up to eye level. You see, what happens is that we are addicted to checking messages. Usually do it to one side, hopefully not in the car. So the neck is being twisted all day long, and then down. When you don't want anyone to know that you're an addict, you look down at it, you check it, maybe at work or at school, nobody want to see it. But again, we're twisting one way, causing pressure on valuable nerves. I ask you to do the chiropractor, shoulders back and down, head in alignment, and lift the phone up to eye level and take a breath. What you'll be finding when you have it up is that it's very easy to fill your lungs. I am not holding it up like a selfie to take a picture because that will cut down on the space. Rule of thumb, you want to be as wide as you can be and as long as you can be to have healthy breath posture, and you are in control of this. Remember, this talk is about what you control, not what's out of control or out of your control. Right now we're going to do things that you're in control over, like lift it up and breathe. If you're not going to do it for oxygen, then do it for your vagus nerve. I'm going to teach you about one nerve today, and only one nerve, VAGUS. It's a cranial nerve. It's the most holistic nerve in the body. I talked about holistic and wellness and fitness. Holistic means all of you. The reason it's the most holistic nerve in the body is because it is affected and can affect you chemically, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, and have good effects if you're doing good on all those levels. But if you're pinching this vagus nerve or pressuring it with technology or poor posture, head tipped, clenching your jaw, contracting from stress, you are also making everything worse, because your vagus nerve that comes from the brain has to go in front by the jaw, down through here, and it goes inside those clavicle bones, comes out, feeds all the organs, pierces the diaphragm and then feeds the bottom organs. So this nerve is extremely important to your organs, but the most important thing you'll probably hear from me today, your vagus nerve that has to do this long travel all the ways down your body, controls your hormonal reaction to stress. So being stressed can cause pinched nerves, and being stressed can throw your hormones off. Physical stress on the nervous system can cause that as well, and that's where the posture comes in. Very important to choose your breath posture because it fixes the vagus nerve's pathway. You are in control of your posture, and although sometimes you might not be in control of your emotions, the vagus nerve's job is to balance your hormones and to react to your stress. So, have you been overreacting lately to all the stresses that's on the whole planet? Overreacting to the fear of getting sick, dying, your family, finances. We get hit all the time. This information that I'm giving today needs to go beyond the class. The information I'm giving you is for your life. Whether Corona is here, or Corona is here, or Corona is not here, or Corona goes away, or Corona comes back, it's time for you to be neurologically fit and healthy now. Don't wait. I'm repeating myself. The nervous system controls everything. I'm a doctor of the nervous system for 35 years. Patients that take care of themselves holistically, chemically, emotionally, physically, heal. People that are unconscious about their posture and their ability to fully breathe and oxygenate the head have a bad time with their stress and therefore their wellness. So it's not about being mindful for this class because I'm talking about it. I'm talking about changes that you need to make for the rest of your life if you want to be healthy, happy, and well. So let's do the first stress. We went to the physical stress, which is your posture. Second stress, the thoughts that go through your head. Are you stuck in the past about this bag of past that's negative, like what they did to you? And when you think of it, you contract or you get angry and you're stuck in resentment and anger. Your blood is inflamed and you're turning acidic because you're so angry. Anger is a good emotion when you allow yourself to feel it and work with someone like myself who's a coach who will help you learn to flow your anger and to forgive and release. You don't forgive and release because those abusers or your parents or whatever your story is that's negative from the past. It's not about that they did something good and they should be forgiven. Forgiveness work is done because it helps you. It's a selfish act. So get charge of your thoughts and your emotions. Are you stuck in the past, in the negative past? Or are you in the future playing the movies, seeing only bad coming? Oh my God, what if this happens? Oh my God, what if that happens? Oh my God, what if I catch the virus? Oh my God, what if my kids catch the virus? Oh my God, how am I going to pay my bills? All future negative coming to the nervous system, and it's coming from you. It's coming from your reaction of what you're seeing and hearing when you need to know. You control you. I can't control you. I could just teach you to control yourself. So we have choices. We could think of the happy, great past, or even the bad past that taught us great lessons and maybe strengthened us, the good of the bad. Or we can fantasize and see the future as being wonderful. That's also good for the nervous system. But if you're stuck all day in the past and you're angry, you need to get some help, some professional help so that you can be healthy. If you're in the future and you're anxious because you're constantly seeing and thinking negatively, you need to know there's only one thought that goes through there at a time. That's right. We have one thought at a time going through there. People that say they can't control the amount of thoughts that go through them do not understand that there is only one thought that goes through at a time. And if you have another thought, you get a choice to delete that thought, cancel that thought, or choose another thought. So we are in control of our thoughts like we are in control of our posture. There's a chemistry that goes off in the nervous system, and it's not a theory anymore, mind-body. The medical profession proved mind-body. And what they proved was if you're stuck in anger and resentment and haven't forgiven, you can have stuck cells. As a chiropractic point, you can pinch nerves and your blood turns to acid and you could have more pain. So sometimes the pain and the pinched nerve is coming from emotions that you haven't worked through and let go of, or thoughts that you keep thinking that are not helping at all. We are in control of our thoughts. Third stress to reduce is toxic thoughts around food and toxic food. I'm not doing nutrition during this class, but what you need to know is that less toxins the better for the nervous system and the brain. What are you feeding yourself? And when you are feeding yourself, how are your thoughts before, during, or after? Because if you were negative in the future worrying, or if you were positive, it has a different chemical reaction. So mind-body is a science now. It's in textbooks. There's also a term called psychoimmunoneurology. Look it up. Your immune system is tied to your nervous system, and your nervous system is tied to your thoughts. What do we control? Our thoughts. And we control our posture. So physical stress can pinch the nervous system from functioning to its optimum, and emotional stress can pinch a nerve and stop the nervous system from functioning to its optimum. And then the thoughts about the food, oh my God, we're so stressed about the food, and now it's who breathed on the food, what's in the food. And if you are not in the state of gratitude and peace while eating, you won't even digest that food that you paid extra that has no chemicals. So the balance comes from you. Holistic fitness is when you're making small changes chemically, emotionally, and physically, and strengthening and honoring your nervous system, because your nervous system controls your function. The vagus nerve controls the function of your reaction to stress and communication from all the organs to the brain. Put it all together and reduce stress chemically, emotionally, and physically. Make some small changes for some big results. Be as wide as you can. Hold your posture as long as you can, and allow your lungs to fully expand and your nerves to flow. Be mindful of breath flow and nerve flow, and your immune system will get stronger and stronger, no matter what's happening in the news. I call this the most peaceful, most powerful posture, because right now I'm holding myself where my lungs can expand fully and the nerves from my brain go down my spinal column, and they're just flowing. This is the Holistic Flow Doctor, Dr. Lynn Migdal, and I wish you peace right now. Make some small changes. Be mindful of your posture, be mindful of your breath, and be mindful of what's going on with the food that you're eating. Gratitude and forgiveness heals the nervous system. This presentation was brought to you by First Service Residential, and I'm thankful to them and for you for tuning in. Please share this information, because this can save lives. But most of all, we need to calm down. We need to have postures where we can breathe fully to deal with the stress that's coming in. So right now, I would like you to put your hands on your chest, close your eyes, and take a couple breaths in through the nose and out through the nose to the count of 4. In through the nose 4 counts, out for 4 counts. Let's try in through the nose and out through the mouth for 4 counts. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. And feel your rib cage moving in and out. Connect. Be mindful, but touch this area that is so important for your nerves and for your lungs. Let's breathe through the mouth for 4 counts in and 4 counts out. Back to nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. What we just did by putting your hands on your chest is to get conscious that breath is an exercise. It's a core strength. People always say to me, Dr. Lynn, where are you working out and what are you doing? And I'm like, I do breath dancing, which means that I allow my breath to dance in the most pleasurable postures that I can find. So when we did this, was it more comfortable for you to breathe through your nose? Then choose that breath. If it was harder to breathe through your nose, then choose the mouth. The only thing I ask is that you don't push on expiration. I've been a breath coach as long as I've been a chiropractor. And it is so important for people to choose postures where they can breathe and find your most pleasurable breath posture. Every time you connect your breath in this great posture, you're building core muscles in your back and strengthening it like yoga and Pilates every time you breathe. So when people ask me, what am I doing? I'm making my breath dance inside me because my nervous system is happy, and inside me is this motion that you felt. Second motion to get conscious of, put one fist in the middle, lower part of your chest cavity. Put the other one below the ribs. And now breathe, and you should feel your diaphragm that goes down and out, pushing the organs out of the way as the rib cage and the lungs go up. So you're breathing up and down. It's kind of like an accordion this way, an accordion that way. Touch it and feel it and practice it. It'll get you more connected immediately. We only did 10 breaths, okay? But breath work and breath coaching is done on an hour breath level, breathing an hour and oxygenating the whole body. This is Dr. Lynn Migdal, and I wish you peace. And please thank First Service Residential for the gift of coming into your homes and trying to help you to be mindful and holistic in your approach to fitness and to wellness. Honor your nervous system and honor your breath posture and your nerve flow, and you will be healthy and stronger. Thank you again.